Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeff is back with another video. It is Thanksgiving time, y'all, and this is an exciting time for me. It's the it's the busiest part of the year for me, actually. For most people that actually cook for a living, this is very, very busy time of the year. But with that being said, the next 10 days and the next few videos that I put up in the next 10 days is going to be all about Thanksgiving items. And we're going to start from the top, or maybe from the bottom. But we're going to start with our old school giblet gravy. This giblet gravy is the old school way of doing it. I don't do it in no, what they call it, pressure cooker or any kind of thing like that. I'm going to do it all in this pot. And all the ingredients are fresh. Nothing is bought in the store. This is old school like we used to do it back in the day, like my mom did it. The first thing I want to do, let me start. My people say I don't say this enough. Please comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Like, the thumbs up are very important and the comments are very important. The thumbs up, I really, really, really need that. So that'll keep my videos coming and get them up alert, and they'll come around to you even if you don't get the notification bell sound. And you'll see it pop up. So anyway, let's get started here. First thing I'm gonna do, I got all kinds of ingredients here, but I'm gonna add at different times. I got my old school turkey stock y'all seen in the previous video. If you haven't, I'll put a link below of it. This is most important. This is a very important part of the recipe is a homemade turkey stock. Very, very flavorful stock. I got onion, celery, boiled eggs I'm gonna put at the end. That's a classic Southern. If you look at any old-timey, old-school giblet gravy, they have boiled eggs in it. That's just an old Southern thing. It just been around for years. I don't know why, but it just makes the gravy pop. I'm using fresh herbs. That's very important. You use fresh herbs. I don't know how many times I got to tell people, do not use dry herbs in your gravy or anything like that. It doesn't help it. It does nothing to it. Take time to go buy fresh herbs in the produce section and chop it up. It's gonna make your food taste so much fresher and livelier and flavorful. I promise you that. And we got parsley to do at the end. So let's get started. I'm gonna put my giblets, and these are chicken giblets, it's not turkey. Because if I wanted to make giblet gravy out of turkey giblets, how many turkeys I have to find? And it's hard in the store to find turkey giblets. Giblets, same thing. Giblets and giblets, the same exact thing, y'all. So if you see giblets in the store, that's what you want to get. Okay, I'm gonna put the onions in here. Finely chopped. You do the onions finely chopped. You don't want to even, when the gravy is finished, you don't even want to taste you see the onions in there. You want to taste them but not see them. Celery, the same thing. You want to finely chop. You don't want to bite down when you're eating in the gravy. The giblet should be the ingredient of the hour is the giblets, not onions and celery. Okay, I got that in there. Then I'm gonna pour in my old school turkey stock. I'm gonna turn this on. I'm gonna rinse this bag out here. Make sure I get all that stock out of there. Pour that in there. Alrighty. Now what we gonna do? We gonna let this simmer for about 2 hours on low. Because what I'm trying to do, I want to get these giblets tender. Once they get tender, I'm going to come back and I'm going to pick the giblets out of here. And I'm going to dice them up. And we're going to go to the next part of my gravy. But this is a very important step right here. I got the nice flavorful turkey stock. The giblets in there, which is going to give it more flavor. Also, make sure you wash your giblets very, very good. Because you don't want any blood, anything in your gravy. You want to wash them very good, the giblets, when you get them. Very important step there. So anyway, we got this on, but gonna take about 2 hours. Let it simmer, and we're gonna be back for the next step. So that's the first important step. So we'll be right back in a couple hours. All right, y'all, we are back here. All right, giblets, these actually been cooking for 2 hours. Exactly 2 hours, y'all. Look at this. See if the camera can catch this. Yeah, it can definitely catch it. Okay. See how pretty that is? Look at that. And he made of even a more richer stock. See that? Okay, now, the giblets are tender. So what I'm gonna do, I'll take these nice tender giblets out of here. Take these out of here. And what I'm gonna do, let me get them out of here, y'all. I'm gonna let them cool. And after they cool, I'm gonna chop them up really, really, really fine. Pretty much it. A few more in there. And y'all, I've done this so much, I'm pretty much good at fishing every one of them out. I got this good heavy, these tongs with the big fat grip, so none of them gets away on me. There might be one left in there, but there ain't gonna be many. But that's the key of y'all, you can see right now, of your turkey stock or chicken stock. You can use my old school chicken stock. Same thing, y'all. It'll work too. But the stock is so important. So important, y'all. Okay. I think I got pretty much all of them out. Set this to the side. And see how pretty that is. Now, what we're going to do next, we're going to add our fresh herbs to this. Got rosemary and thyme. Rosemary and thyme, that's all I use. Rosemary and thyme. You can use marjoram if you want to. Marjoram is not as accessible in stores as thyme and rosemary. Oh my God, this smells so good, y'all. It smells absolutely amazing that's one thing about fresh herb. With fresh herb, when you cooking with fresh herb, it just smells so just like Halloween. I almost say Halloween. Thanksgiving, y'all. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let this simmer about 30 minutes here. While that's simmering, I got some boiled eggs that go to the end. I'm gonna get peeled these, and I'm gonna chop up my my giblets, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna finish this thing off. So we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back here. Okay, now let's finish this gravy off, y'all. Let's do this. Okay. I wish y'all could smell it, like I said before I left, how this really, really smells. This smells awesome. So right now, let me reiterate, I got old school chicken stock in here, onions and celery diced really, really fine, rosemary and thyme for the herbs, and that is it. And this stock is so flavorful, I just tasted it. All I'm gonna have to do is just add just a little salt and pepper, not much. And this gravy is gonna be very flavorful. That's the importance of the stock. Okay, now I'm gonna add the giblets I got right here. I dice them up really fine. And another thing I do not do, I do not grind them up like really, really grind, because I like you to see the giblets when you put it on your dressing or your turkey. I like to have that visualization of the giblets. So, okay, that's the next step. Put the giblets back in there. Now what I'm gonna do? Y'all know what roux is. I hope everybody do. Roux is all it is, melted butter and flour. I have roux here. See this? Now I'm gonna thicken this up with some roux. Slightly. I don't want to thicken it too much. I mean, you can thicken it according to how you like your gravy. If you like a thin gravy, don't put as much roux. If you like a thick gravy, put thick. I'm going to do mine slightly thin, because as this gravy cools off, you'll see when you make it, it's going to be thick. Okay, there we go. See how pretty that is? Consistency. Look at that. I still got 2 more items to put in this, but first thing I want to do before I put them last 2 items is to make sure the consistency is good and the seasoning. Now I know I'm going to need some salt and pepper, so I'm going to put a tablespoon of kosher salt. I use kosher salt and white pepper. Now I'm going to taste this and see how it tastes first. Let's see here. That's it. I don't need no more salt and pepper in this, y'all. All I put it was 1 tablespoon of salt and pepper. That was it. And a gallon of, it's over 2 gallons, about a gallon and a half of gravy. That's how powerful and flavorful that stock was, and the herbs and all that. That's the importance of it. Okay, now we're gonna cook this down a little, the roux. I'm gonna let this roux cook out of here about 5 minutes. I'm gonna let this cook down. I wanna get that roux taste out of there. I think I got the consistency I want. I'm put a little bit more roux, not much, a little bit more, about a tablespoon more. And that's it. That's the consistency I want. I can move this roux out the way. Okay, we're gonna, I guess I'll just stay with y'all here. It ain't gonna take long for this to cook out, matter of fact. But like I say, I can't stress enough the importance of your homemade giblet gravy for Thanksgiving. That's the vocal point of your table. You can make the best turkey or the best cornbread dressing, but if your gravy, I think, is not on point, is not outstanding, it's going to ruin the turkey, it's going to ruin the dressing. I've always thought that. This is the vocal point of your meal right here, your gravy. Putting this homemade gravy, giblet gravy in your gravy boat, and having your family and friends serve it and taste it and come back for more and ask you what the recipe was, and we'll keep that secret between me and you where you got it from. But that's the vocal point of your holiday. Okay, I got that cooked down. Now, this is country right here. I'm gonna add boiled eggs to this, diced up. This is definitely country, y'all. If y'all from the country, if y'all old school, all giblet gravy have eggs in it. All of it. I don't know where it come from. I've always had it. My mama always did it. And I see a lot of people comment that they remember their grandmother and mama and daddy and grandpa cooking giblet gravy with the egg. Okay, got that in there. Last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a little chopped parsley. I didn't add this in the beginning. The parsley will turn black on you, brown. Now, that's what's gonna make it gravy really pop. Look at that. See how pretty that is? The rest of it in there. And parsley is very neutral, y'all. It has no flavor at all, but it has a nice, beautiful brightness and just a refreshing taste to your gravy. And that is it, y'all. We're gonna let that cook by 5 minutes, and you got some old school giblet gravy from scratch. You see, I put nothing in here out of the can. Nothing. No cream of mushroom, no cream of chicken, none of that stuff. No. That don't go in my gravy. This is all it is. I've been doing this for years, this gravy like this. Okay, let me get a ladle here. That's the consistency. That's the consistency I want. Because like I say, as I'm going to freeze this, and you can make it thicker. Because I'm going to freeze this for a couple of, Thanksgiving is about 10-15 days away. So I'm going to actually cool this down. I'm going to freeze it. That's another thing you can do. Oh, one more thing I'm going to do. I'm going to add a little cream in here. A little heavy cream in here to give it some body. It's going to give it a little bit of body. Here, some cream. That's one thing I put in there right at the end. Give it a little bit of body to it. There we go. That's it right there. Now let's check the consistency. That's what I want. Like I say, in this setup, like set up overnight, this gravy is going to be absolutely awesome the next day. And you ladle that over your turkey or your dressing. I'm telling y'all. I ain't telling you something I heard, I'm telling you something I know. I've been making this for years, and the response and stuff I get is overwhelming. So anyway, I done ramble on here. I'm going to close this video off. Matter of fact, I'm going to taste it one more time. Here's one more taste here. Oh my God. The flavor just explodes in your mouth. You'll see. Follow this recipe, is in the description of the video. And you will definitely be emailing me and writing me back how awesome this is. So anyway, I'm going to close this video out. Like I said at the beginning, please follow my other social media accounts, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, Pinterest, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. And until next time, have a blessed old school soul food day.